Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to show you the last fights I did in Rise of Krypton and where I ended up with. First up, we're going to watch a fight against boss Supergirl. I'm going to use the Tana Raven. I'm going to have a level 10 Beta Club on Raven. And I'm going to have 4 passive stats on the other 2 characters. On Zatanna, a level, I think now 7 Kryptonite Spear and a level 8 Kryptonite Ring. So yeah, we're running quite high passive stats at this point. Also, this is Heroic 7, so the fights are going to be as hard as it gets. Raven back in there, special 1. We need to be very careful with boss Supergirl here because she can deal a reasonable amount of damage. And she's got some fast hits. She's one of the characters where you can't really reliably do block into a jump attack. Because the whole thing about block into a jump attack is that the enemy doesn't have enough room to do their 3 hits. So they're not going to use a special because that's how they're hardwired to not use specials unless they try to do 3 hits, either blocked or unblocked. Though this is not a thing for normal difficulty, this is only for heroics. But she hits so fast that you can't do that because she simply gets the hits in there. Jump attack from Raven. I'm playing this very safe here because I'm gonna guaranteed kill her unless I die. Use the third special of Raven to get the shield to basically not allow her to use any abilities, and now I'm gonna let her damage me a bit, and I killed her. I ideally wanted her to kill a character so I don't get the unusual gameplay bug, but at that point I was getting dangerously close to the end of the fight, and if she got a stun on her abilities, she might have chain stunned me. Over here we're fighting boss Black Adam. This is thankfully not the advent of Chaos boss Black Adam, so you don't need to be that scared of him as far as his damage goes. It's still gonna be very high damage because this is the final heroic and this is the third boss in terms of the alignment, so it's gonna have the second highest attack of the tier, modifiers aside. But at the same time, you can block some specials from him and he's not gonna nuke your team because he doesn't get that berserk ability that the boss in Advent of Chaos has. Super move being done. 272k super move, that's okay, I guess. Though we didn't need that many alive anyway, and here we were a few hits off the passive to activate the super move. By the way, we have Bait Club at level 8 on Less of Joker, and that deals like 400k a second. It's here mainly for the passive stats, like 400k a second is not bad, it's not terrible, but look, it's gonna be that much only when we're in final form, and Batman Drone does so much more damage. Like, that's not even comparable to 20 mil per second. Yeah, I messed up here, my bad, and I got both of my characters killed. So we'll have to fight this man again. Definitely my bad here. Though I think at some point I get pissed during those fights because I got some lag and it was because of lag, but I don't know where, so we're just going to assume I played badly every single time a mistake happens. Now we're fighting boss Aquaman here, and Manta was not available because I previously used him for a cleanup fight, so we couldn't one-shot it with Manta. So we're going to test out how much damage Mr. Freeze can actually get. On one side, he's only 3 stars, so he's gonna be very far from his maximum potential because he gets so much better with the star rating. But on the other hand, we do have a lot of passive stats. As I said, we have a level 10 Beta Club on Mr. Freeze, and we have the Kryptonite Spear and the Ring on the other 2 characters. Classic Wonder Woman is there to give us some more crit damage. He's not gonna take damage from the special twos, but that's fine. That's not gonna be the bulk of our damage anyway. We're doing 22 mil per second before super move. We're gonna see how much we deal after. He's frozen again. 23. This is not a bad amount. This amount can get you 2 billion damage, but if you get to it far sooner than we are able to get to it ourselves over here. So while it's not bad damage, it's kind of coming in too late to do that much. And also, I might have messed up here, but I'm just not gonna be able to. I mean, I froze him again, but it took us a longest time to freeze him again. Again, looking at some dot numbers pop up. And I know this gameplay is dumb, but it's actually the most optimal Mr. Freeze with Beta Club. And look, the puppet of Zatanna, can we all agree for a second that the puppet of Zatanna, Mr. Freeze gameplay, is as dumb, if not dumber, than the Beta Club gameplay? Because over there, though, at least you're doing something. You're not sitting just watching numbers on the screen, you're just mashing this special too. Okay, let's say they're equally dumb. Batman Underground here against boss Nightwing. Hopefully we don't mess up again and get her killed, because as far as damage goes, she's definitely gonna pull through. This man is going to be very punishing. He's gonna be very easy if you make no mistakes, but if you make one mistake, he's gonna be very punishing because he's gonna stun you on basic attack hits. In other, let's say, not releases, in other comebacks of Rise of Krypton, when I fought this man, I would make one mistake and then, oh, your damage dealer is going to get chain stunned for 20 seconds and there's nothing you can do about it. And guess what? At the end of those 20 seconds, it's not the stun ending, it's your character actually dying. But if you don't make mistakes, it's gonna be pretty chill. First special in there, back into final form. Batman drawn back in there to get those guaranteed crits with Dark Mel cards. They're gonna be at level 6. She's got 500% crit damage, so everything you would want from a Batman Underground at this point. She's even 7 stars. She's got only 3 gears, but honestly that doesn't matter too much. Got all the percentage health stats I need, so getting all the 5 gears would be minimal improvements. Now Manta is gonna give Boss Aquaman a run for his money. I put Brainiac in there just simply because Brainiac was not really needed with any other thing, but Manta didn't really need him either. Also, the Green Lantern shield is kind of ass, not gonna lie. Like on lower tier bosses, it's gonna be fine because deal next to no damage, but against tier 5 bosses, that thing is gonna go away almost instantly, so you're not gonna get much room for combo interruption because of it. Tank the super move. Manta back in there, combo interrupt. I know how I lost all of my... Oh, I think he does damage to tagged out characters. That might be why I lost the shield, because when I tagged out I had a decent amount of shields. The swipe down combo worked surprisingly well. Gonna stun him again. By the way, Joker has bat ranks at level 8, at level 10 on Manta, so that's gonna be helping out with damage a lot. Next up, a quick League of Anarchy fight against Boss Black Adam. I'm so glad that the bug is fixed, because if you didn't know previously, Black Adam characters had the bug where the stuns would have half the duration on them. And it's one of those things that somebody randomly decided to fix, or something that got randomly fixed when they put something else in the game, because it was never mentioned in the patch notes. You're just fighting this man and you would be like, oh, the stuns actually work normally on him. By the way, I think now it's a bug where on Nightwing bosses, the stun are gonna actually have an increased duration, or at the very least that's what I've heard. But yeah, this man is gonna be no challenge for the League of Anarchy team. There's special 2 in there. Keep comboing that up, and he's down. And now we're done with the main account fights, but I have a fight from the secondary account. So the other fights from yesterday were spent clearing John Stewart Green Lantern, and while they were entertaining enough, it's pretty much the same fights you saw in the video yesterday against him, so not worth showing. But last fight I had some teams available, but at the same time I was not really able to kill Boss Dark Supergirl with anything that I might have used. So it didn't matter. At the same time, she's not a convenient boss to fight, she's not combo interruptible, she can chain stun you. So this was also not really the fight to try out something new. So when this thing occurs, I like to try out yet again Raven, Kinflan, Aquaman and see how much damage I can get out of it with Dark Metal cards. Now the damage is gonna vary a lot depending on if the enemy has damage cap or not, because your percentage health of the third special is going to deal so much more if they don't, and that is not influenced by Dark Metal cards or Raven. But other than that, I do like seeing the big red damage numbers on the screen whenever there's nothing else to do. And King is dealing a decent amount of damage. By all means, it's not gonna be something that's gonna do 2 billion damage, but it's gonna be a reasonable effort, okay? But yeah, all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Like that if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!